Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and today we are going to talk about e.l.f. skincare. So on Black Friday, this is my only Black Friday purchase, I purchased an entire skincare regimen of e.l.f. skincare. I've only used one of their products before, so I decided it was time to give more of their products a shot, solely using them for a month to see how my skin reacted and how I liked it. So I chose the products that I did based on what my old skincare routine was and kind of replacements for those products. So if you want to see what my old skincare routine was, I will link that down below in the description. So if you want to see that, then I will link my old skincare routine down below in the description box so you can see what I used and what really worked for me, because I did mention other products that I've tried. Okay, so we're also going to be doing a deep dive into the ingredients, not only the ingredients that are like featured and highlighted, but anything that I think is considered unsafe or cause for concern. To find this information, I went to, it's called ewg.org, and you can type in any ingredient and it'll give you kind of a scale between the overall hazard of the ingredient and kind of what those concerns might be. So I went through and any ingredient that I didn't already know what it was, I entered those in there just to get an idea if these ingredients are safe. First off, I will say that all of these products have phenoxyethanol in them, and they're considered like a moderate hazard in the overall hazard scale. They're considered moderate because anyone that might have like contact dermatitis or really sensitive skin can have an allergic reaction or have irritation from phenoxyethanol. They're usually pretty far down in the skincare ingredient list. A lot of people probably might not notice a reaction, but anyone with super sensitive skin may have a reaction to phenoxyethanol. So what phenoxyethanol is it's just a preservative, because in anything like super natural skincare ingredients, anytime they have exposure to air or light or anything like that, they can go bad. So that's why you usually see like really natural organic skincare products have a very short shelf life. Why is that a tongue twister? A very short shelf life. That is why phenoxyethanol is in there. So the first product that I chose was, if you saw my affordable skincare routine, I use the Pharmacy Green Clean Melt Away Makeup Removing Balm, and I really liked using a balm to remove my makeup. I felt like it really got the majority of the makeup off because I do double cleanse. So for this substitute, I chose the Hydrating, can you see that? The Hydrating Gel Melt Cleanser. So this retails for $10, and on the website it has 4.4 stars. And this one is different in that it is a gel. It's not like a balm. And that was the first con for me. Because I had been so used to the balm, the gel felt really strange. It felt like it wasn't really like melting down my makeup, but as I got used to it, I actually started to enjoy it. It does actually remove makeup pretty well. So the claims for the Hydrating Gel Melt Cleanser, it says that it easily dissolves it easily dissolves makeup and pollutants from the skin. It says that it has argan oil, rose extracts, seed oils, and vitamin C. The only ingredient in the gel melt cleanser that I think might be a cause for concern is the phenoxyethanol. Everything else in there looked really good. I also want to say that all e.l.f. skincare products are free of parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. Okay, so to remove the melt cleanser, if you saw my affordable skincare routine, I like to go in with a makeup wipe to wipe off the cleanser instead of trying to rinse it off, or instead of wasting a washcloth, and instead of going in with a makeup remover in the beginning, because I feel like it is more gentle than using a washcloth, and it's more gentle to use it to remove the cleanser than it is to use it on its own. For that, I chose the e.l.f. cleansing cloths, and it comes like this. This is $3, and it comes with 20 cloths in here. You can also get a pack of get a bundle of 2 packs for $5. So the e.l.f. cleansing cloths claim to not only remove makeup but also nourish and hydrate the skin. On the website, this had 2.5 stars, and I found that they worked fine. I don't really have like a big preference on cleansing cloths, especially when I'm not using them on their own. I'm using them in conjunction with other products. I don't have a super opinion on cleansing cloths. These do have a fragrance in them, but you can get a fragrance-free version as well. The fragrance-free version has 4.5 stars. They also have hydrating water cleansing cloths, which had 3.5 stars, and they have exfoliating cleansing cloths, which had 4.5 stars. Okay, this is where things get a little sticky. So after I went in and removed all my makeup, I went in with a cleanser for a double cleanse. I wanted to find something that I thought might be comparable to my Neutrogena Hydro Boost, because that is my all-time favorite. It has hyaluronic acid in it, and I couldn't find anything cleansing wise that I thought was comparable. So I just picked up the e.l.f. Daily Cleanser. It looks like this, and this has 5 ounces in it. So I don't know if you can see, but I have barely used any, and you need the smallest amount of this. It lathers up really, really well, and wipe it all over your face, and then I would rinse as much as I could and then go in with my microfiber cloths. I will link those down below again. If you haven't watched my affordable makeup or my affordable skincare routine, I recommend you do that. I go a lot more in detail on those. So the Daily Face Cleanser claims to remove makeup, impurities, and any dirt, and kind of give you like a brighter overall appearance. It has purified water and citric acid in it, and this product had a few ingredients that I thought were cause for concern, being because they had a usually moderate to high overall hazard warning on the EWG website. So I will list them up here, and pretty much all of them were that they're just irritating on the skin, contact dermatitis, or any other skin allergy. These would be probably irritating to your skin. I didn't have any irritation with them, but they are considered moderate to high hazard. So like I said, it was $4, had 3.9 stars, but there's a few ingredients in here that I would kind of be concerned with. But I also want to say that a lot of these ingredients are already in a lot of skincare products that you use, unless you use maybe more high-end products, but they're very common ingredients in cosmetics and skincare. So it's nothing new or different than what maybe you might already be using. Okay, so the next step of my skincare routine is I would always go in with a toner. And the reason I went in with a toner, I would go in on just one of my little Shiseido little cotton pads. These ones are cut in half, that's why they look so crooked. I just put the toner on there and wipe them all over my face because it helped with absorption and absorbing the next steps of your regimen. So for my toner substitute, I found the e.l.f. Hydrating Water Essence. Looks like this. So over the course of a little bit over a month, I've used almost half of it. So this was $10, and it had a 4.5 star rating on the website, and I was really pleasantly surprised with this water essence. I feel like it's a good last step between cleansing and going on to my moisturizers, because when I rub the cotton swab like all over my face, I can remove any excess things that might be left, but it's also giving me a nice hydrating water essence on my skin as well. And I felt like it was really nourishing, hydrating, and kind of made me feel refreshed. I, like in the morning, if I like really did a deep skincare routine the night before and had showered the night before, and I don't want to go in and, you know, do my whole skincare routine over again, then I could go in with the water essence, wipe it all over my face, and then just apply like my serums or balms or whatever I want to use on top of it. And I felt like it did a good job of kind of refreshing my skin for the next day. So the hydrating water is a nourishing essence infused with moisturizing effects of purified water, coconut oil, algae, and coffee. It did have a little bit of phenoxyethanol in it, but it's pretty low on the ingredient list. But it did say that I had added a fragrance in it. So if you are irritated by fragrance, then you might not like this product. But other than that, the ingredients looked really good, really clean. Like sodium hyaluronate, which is kind of like a hyaluronic acid kind of humectant that helps your skin to absorb moisture. So I enjoyed this product, and I will actually probably continue using it. Whereas with the e.l.f. Daily Cleanser, I will keep it maybe as a backup, but I am definitely switching back to my Neutrogena Hydro Boost. This one was not my favorite. So next I went in with the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream, which is $10. It's a small, how many ounces? It doesn't say how many ounces, but it's a small little container. This is actually my second jar. I went through a first one in the matter of probably like 2 months because you need the tiniest amount. So it's $10. I had 3.9 stars on for reviews on the e.l.f. website, but it had almost 300 reviews. So usually I find with like the more reviews you have, then the lower kind of rating you might tend to get. But I really enjoyed this product. Like I said, I had already been using it before, and it's kind of what prompted me to try all e.l.f. skincare, because I felt like this really really worked for me. So it claims to hydrate your skin, or hydrate your under eyes and minimize dark circles. I have pretty, like, I used to have dry skin, but I feel like it's getting more to normal, maybe a little bit of combination. My under eyes are really dry, but I tend to get oily like right here and a little bit on my forehead. The rest of my skin's pretty normal. So I did actually find that it did help with dark circles. It wasn't like an instant thing, and it's not something that's gonna keep dark circles away long term, I don't feel like. I just feel like it's a short term thing that while you're using it, you will have a minimized appearance of dark circles. So I really enjoyed this. So it has jojoba, vitamin E, and cucumber is kind of a known thing to help with like depuffing and soothing your under eyes. The Illuminating Eye Cream does not have any added fragrance in it. I think that's a really good thing, but it did have also phenoxy, why am I getting worse at saying this as the time goes on, phenoxyethanol in the ingredient list. Other than that, ingredients looked really good, really clean, so that's exciting. Okay, so the next step was the Water Droplet Balm. As I raved and ranted before, I really enjoy my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel. I just felt like it was so nourishing, not only moisturizing, but truly hydrating. Like, it really plumped up my skin and made me feel, my skin feel like healthy and bright. I don't know, I really enjoyed that product, and so I decided to try the e.l.f. Water Droplet Balm. It looks like this, and it is $10 and had 5 stars on the e.l.f. Website. So I've gone through quite a bit, and it's almost empty over the course of a month. And this is a weird consistency. Let's see if I can like show you. So it looks kind of like a cream consistency, but as you like blend it out, it just like turns into a water. Like it's I know there's other products like that out there, but for some reason it just wasn't quite what I was expecting. Like, I expected it to turn into water, but it's kind of, it's not like difficult to rub into your skin, but it's it would like get in between my fingers, and then like you'd have spots where you get more product and it was hard. I don't know, it was just, it wasn't easy to evenly spread over your skin. It just was different consistency than I kind of was expecting. So like it says, it's a lightweight moisture that transforms from a balm to a water while you're rubbing it in. It has vitamin E, jojoba oil, bilberry, lemon, and orange extracts in it. And it's not only good for your face, but they say you can use it on your hands, your elbows, your knees, any dry spots that you might have, and it's supposed to work really well for hydrating those as well. Okay, so besides the phenoxyethanol, it does have dimethicone in it, which isn't like a huge cause for concern, but some people maybe don't react to it well. And then it also has added fragrance in here, so if you don't like added fragrances, you might not like this. It doesn't really, it just smells kind of clean. I can't really describe the smell, but it doesn't have like a strong fragrance at all. So on to the next thing. So when I purchased this, I had no idea that it was like a new big thing that people would be talking about shortly. Because my Neutrogena Hydro Boost had hyaluronic acid in it, and none of the products that I had gotten did, I really wanted something to add into there because I don't normally have a overall moisturizer. I just use my gel cream, and then I'd go in with an oil and my under eyes cream, and that was pretty much it. So I wanted to have that hyaluronic acid in there because I felt like it was important to my skincare routine. The only product at the time that I found with hyaluronic acid was the e.l.f. Glow Radiant Moisturizer. So this comes out, it's like a glowy gold cream, and when you rub it out, you do have like a golden sheen. That's not really like rubbed in. So after sort of rubbing it in, you do have like a glowy sheen. So it has hyaluronic acid, shea butter, coconut oil, and sunscreen. It has SPF 15. So if you don't like sunscreens in your products, you will not like this. Besides the sunscreen, it had great ingredients in it. Nothing to really worry about. It did have phenoxyethanol, and it did have added fragrance, which really just smells coconutty. It smells like a sunscreen. Okay, where the sunscreen comes into play is ingredients used in sunscreen have a like moderate to high overall hazard level, and the reason being is they can have what's called a photoallergic reaction, which is where it does reflect like the UV rays, so you don't absorb the UV rays onto your skin, but it can change sort of once the sun hits your skin and can cause a reaction. So if you've used sunscreens before and you've had a reaction to it, you will know most likely, and you will not like this product. But if you use sunscreens all the time, you know, you actually might like this. For me, it didn't absorb into the skin enough, and which is usually the case with products that have SPF, and I tend to not like them. All I'm actually wearing right now is the Illuminating Eye Cream, the Water Droplet Balm, and the Coconut Glow. So it does give you like sort of a glow, as you can see, but you can feel it on the skin. It's not like where I normally like my products to like fully absorb in and to feel like hydrated, but not to like feel it on top of my skin. And that's just kind of how this is. Some people may not be bothered with that at all. I know lots of people love it. It had 5 stars. People were like raving over this because they liked the glow it gave and that it had SPF, but personally for me, SPF is a turnoff. I like that it had hyaluronic acid in it, didn't like that it had SPF. Looks beautiful on the skin. It feels okay, but not my ideal feeling of a moisturizer. Okay, for the last product that I purchased, before I was using a phytoretinol squalane. I always say squalane, but it's spelled with an A, squalane. I'm going to just say squalane because that's what I say. A phytoretinol squalane oil on my face, and I loved it. I felt like it really helped with like premature aging. Like wrinkles were just a little less noticeable, but it also helped with like the life of my skin. I felt just more, I don't know what it was, brightening, I guess, and I had like just a little bit of a younger feel, while it also helped with acne, I felt like. So I could not find anything like that on the e.l.f. website at the time, but I did find this Nourishing Facial Oil. So I wanted to pick up something that kind of resembled an oil, and I felt like even if it was not the same as what I used, it might have other beneficial properties. I'm going to need my notes for this because this facial oil, literally the only cause for concern is phenoxyethanol down at the bottom of the ingredients list. Besides that, it's loaded with really beneficial ingredients. So it has rosehip, avocado, grapeseed oil, jojoba, sunflower seed oil, meadow foam, sweet almond oil, and then tocopherol, which is kind of like a vitamin E. So this is, I felt like this worked really well for me. I placed it, I didn't like to place it all over my face, and I'll tell you why. Because I like to apply oils at night. I don't want to wear them under my makeup, but when I go to sleep with this oil on my face, I wake up in the morning with the greasiest of hair, and I can't find a way. Okay, sorry, I got cut off. So with the Nourishing Facial Oil, if I put it on at night before bed, I have to shower in the morning. Otherwise, I just look so ridiculously greasy. I just can't stand it, and not enough dry shampoo in the world to fix that. If you use it at night, I like it. I think it does really great things for my skin. I've always kind of had, if you've noticed in my video, I have like a really old like acne scar that would kind of like dry out, and if I wash my face too vigorously, then it would like break open and bleed. So for a long time I was applying things on there that were helping, but I feel like this really sped up that healing. Probably the rosehip seed oil in there, but I just think it does really great things for my skin. I also like to put it under my eyes because I notice that when I do that, then the next day my concealer sits pretty well and I get less like creasing or less cakiness under my eyes. So I think it does great things for the skin. Just plan on showering the next morning if you use it. And I personally don't like using it really during the day, at least not all over my face, because I don't really need that. If you have really dry skin, you might like that. Also, if you have oily skin, don't think that you can't use oils. A lot of the time your skin is like producing the oils itself because it's lacking like the moisture that it needs. So if you try using oils, you might find, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing, but you might find that your skin stops producing the oils that are making you super oily. So I really liked it. I think it had a lot of great benefits. I think it did a lot for my skin, but just can't stand how like it doesn't sink in like some oils do. So I think it's really great for the price. Also $10 for this bottle, and you can see in the course of a little over a month, this is how much I've gone through. And you just use the tiniest amount on your face. So that is pretty much it. That is all the products I have tried. I don't think that any of these things did super magical things for my skin that like other products don't do. I think they're great for affordability. Now before, I did not have really bad like acne at all. Sometimes I get maybe hormonal breakouts. So I'm not saying that they like cured acne. I'm not saying that they got rid of wrinkles or anything like that. But they did do great for maintaining the skin that I had. I don't feel like my skin got any worse anywhere. Like I said, I love the Illuminating Under Eye Cream. So if you have really sensitive skin or any like super problems that you're trying to find answers to, this might not be for you. I mean, maybe you want to try the Nourishing Facial Oil or something, but if you're just trying to find affordable skincare, I do think this is for you. If you don't have any like super problems or anything, then you might really like this stuff. So the ones that I'm going to keep in my skincare routine are the Hydrating Gel Milk Cleanser. I think I will keep this as a backup. I do have some of my pharmacy one left, so I'll probably switch back and forth between the two now that I know that none of these broke me out. So like I said, I will probably keep this like as a backup, and if I run out of the pharmacy one and don't want to repurchase it, I will use this. And if I run out of this one, I don't know what I'll do. I kind of want to also try diving into other skincare and other like brands. So who knows? I will keep this if I repurchase it. I'm not sure, but I'll keep you guys updated. The Daily Face Cleanser, there is so much of this thing left. Like it's still like, if I hold it up to the light, it's like right here. So maybe I did use a good amount of it, but probably a lot of what I used was just actually wasted because I was using too much in the beginning. So it's 5 ounces. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I'll probably keep it as backup in case I run out of something in between like buying something else. But I mean, for $4, I'd say it cleanses, but the ingredients aren't my favorite. And my Neutrogena Hydro Boost is like $6 and that has hyaluronic acid, so I would rather use that. So do not recommend on this one. The water essence, I'm going to keep using this. I actually loved it. I will probably use it over my other toner that I was using. I just think that it did really great things for my skin, because not only did it give that last cleanse with the cotton square, but it also had like a refreshing and hydrating feeling. So I'm going to keep using this. Illuminating Eye Cream. I liked this before I started this little experiment, so I'm going to keep using this. The Water Droplet Balm, I will keep this, and just like with the Milk Cleanser, if I run out of my other one, then I will use this. But I'm kind of excited to get back to my Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I just feel like it had a little more plumping and youthfulness. But for $10, it is cheaper. So I think this, and this had 1.76 ounces in it, so I think this is a great option. Just maybe not as many benefits as other products have that I like to use. The Coconut Glow. I don't think I'm going to keep this in like a daily routine. I think if I feel like maybe a little dry, I might use it before putting on makeup. But I do like it. I just don't like the SPF thing. So maybe I'll see if they have like a non-SPF version, but from what I saw so far, I was looking into other products, it just seemed like the other glow lotions that had SPF in them as well. So if you don't mind SPF, you will love this, but I will keep it, but probably not use it on the regular. The Nourishing Facial Oil. I will probably keep this in rotation as well. I will probably use it if I know I'm going to be showering the next morning and I just need a really good, nourishing, moisturizing kind of thing going on. So I did really like it. I just wish it absorbed a little bit more into the skin. So, but I will keep using this, and I highly do recommend this. The e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cloths. They don't have them like at my store, so if I'm making an e.l.f. like order, I might repurchase them because they're super affordable. But I mean, I recommend them. I didn't have any problems with them. Just a cleansing cloth, like to me, I don't see a huge difference, you know what I mean? So kind of recommend. If you're on the market for a new makeup remover and you're already purchasing from e.l.f., go ahead and throw them in there. I also wanted to quickly talk about, so there's a few products that came out kind of after I started this little experiment that I was like, gosh darn it, why wasn't this there before? So they came out with the Hello Hydration Face Cream, which has hyaluronic acid, B3, squalene, just like my products that I love, peptides, which what peptides do is they help like promote, like when you're younger, your skin's producing a lot of collagen, and as you get older, your skin kind of slows down on producing the collagen, and peptides kind of help remind your skin like, hey, keep making those collagens. So that's an awesome ingredient, B5 in it, and I kind of scanned through the ingredients after doing this. I was able to recognize ingredients so much faster and kind of know if they're good or bad. Maybe not exactly what they do, but I was kind of able to point out the bad ingredients, and the only thing that I saw that, I mean, maybe it's not even cause for concern. If you don't like fragrance in your products, then you won't like this, but it did have fragrance at the very bottom of the ingredient list. So that is $12. I'm probably gonna be purchasing that. I really want to give it a shot, especially with the hyaluronic acid in it. It might be a great replacement for my Neutrogena Hydro Boost because it is cheaper. So I do want to try that one. So from another new line they released, the Beauty Shield Vitamin C Pollution Prevention Serum. I scanned through the ingredient list on this. It looked really good. It's $16 and it has vitamin C, vitamin E, pomegranate, and I'm kind of looking for a vitamin C to add to my routine, so kind of want to try that one out. The only downside of this product is it does have fragrance in it, so if you don't like that. And then the Beauty Shield, why am I having tongue twisters on the SHs today? I don't know what it is. The Beauty Shield Massaging Overnight Recovery Cream. So as you can see, this has a little massager on the end, little like bearing beads that you just kind of rub all over your face, and it just looks calming and soothing and relaxing. So that's the only reason I really want to try it. Not the only reason. That's one of the reasons I want to try it. It is $16, and it's supposed to help stimulate absorption of the products. So it has vitamin C, pomegranate, argan oil, carrot seed oil, and it also does have added fragrance in it as well. So those are some of the products I'm kind of wanting to keep an eye on. If you've tried any of those, let me know down below how you liked them. If you've tried any of this, just for anyone watching this video, comment down below what you might think of them, in case you had any different opinions. Like I said before, everyone's skin is so different. Skincare is so personal. Just because something works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So sorry I didn't have a great before and after, but in all honesty, a month isn't a super long time for to see results in skincare. I mean, and generally speaking, especially when you don't have anything that's highly concentrated. So I can just speak from experience that I didn't have any bad reactions. I also don't have super sensitive skin. Nothing burned my eyes. I didn't have any problems with that. Also, if you have an affordable skincare brand that you would like me to try, leave that down below and I'll definitely look into that, because I'm on to something new next. So if you did like this video, if you found any sort of information helpful, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I hope you have a beautiful day and be the reason someone smiles today.